scarier stuff than that.
Maybe we'll decide to get buried here.
Just a bit outside.
When you have to shoot, shoot, don't talk.
Sounds like, no man, I prefer cats.
So say good night to the bad guy.
Now let's all get drunk and play ping pong.
Hey, Classic Joey Mac here again. Just got done making a video. If you haven't checked it out, go take a look on who I think the next 10 reveals are going to be, or the last 10 reveals are going to be for Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I wanted to make a little video, because I couldn't fit it all into that one, of course, on who I suspect are going to be some of the first downloadable content. People are probably throwing a conniption because I'd left Mega Man off my original 40 roster. I have a theory that Capcom and Marvel are intentionally leaving some of the main characters out of this because they maybe realize that we're in an age of downloadable content. I'm hoping they realize this, at least. That we don't need 56 characters to begin this game. We don't. I'm glad they're starting out with about 40. 30's too low. 56 is probably too many to start out with. But if they play their cards right, for the next couple years, they could just keep revealing characters, that we can download, and people like me will continue to pump $5 to $10 per character to get them into this game, and that's going to make them a lot of money. And I suspect that we need something to look forward to, and Capcom and Marvel will leave off certain characters. Don't think that they haven't heard some of people's cries for certain characters. The reason that I think Mega Man is left off is because I've heard so many different people, crying for different versions of this character. And Mega Man, to me, is the most iconic Capcom character there is. He deserves to be in the first 40. But, and I could be completely wrong, but I don't see it. I don't see it right now. And I don't think they're going to rush Mega Man in for no reason. They're not going to put some crap version of him in for no reason. So maybe they're waiting. We'll see. Maybe this is something that happens when his new game comes out. I don't know. But I'm jumping ahead. I think that downloadable content is going to be very important in this game. And not just characters. They might make new stages, new alternate costumes, and so on. But character-wise, they could continue to throw characters into this game every 3 to 6 months, and we would continue to buy it. Maybe, for those people that were crying about not having 56 characters, maybe in a year or two there will be 56 characters in this game. I don't know. I'm only speculating. This is just a theory. But we see that Jill Valentine and Shuma Gorath are going to be in this game. And I apologize, there's light coming in, so it's making my face look weird on camera. At least it looks that way. Shuma Gorath is very popular over in Japan. That was obvious. I expected him in the game to begin with. Jill Valentine was a little surprising because of all the representation already for that series. But, I mean, a lot of people are very excited about her being in. That's good. But downloadable content, I think you're going to see a combination of cult figures from both Capcom and Marvel, but also main characters. And let me just go down who I think some of the first couple are. As an example, I don't take this for face value of who I actually think is going to make it in, but this is just an example of who I can see and why. I'll start off with Doctor Strange and Ghost Rider. Both characters were two that I expected in the game. And again, I'm not saying that I'm a huge fan. I like both of them. Probably Doctor Strange a little bit more. I think they're both overdue for this game. I do think that Marvel, perhaps maybe they didn't want to put Ghost Rider in because of his bike. I don't know. don't see why they couldn't have him fighting without the bike and then have his specials on. I don't. Far superior minds than me are in charge of this game, so I do believe that he'll make it in one day. I do believe him and Doctor Strange are two what I would consider very, very popular cult figures. That have a lot of fans behind them. This isn't Iron Man or Captain America, who we all recognize should be in a game. But these are two people that have a ton of fans behind them. And have been waiting a long time for them to be included in something like this. I sometimes think that Marvel tends to exclude some of those type of characters for whatever reason, but they're still very popular. My phone is ringing. Hold on. Sorry about that. I was pretty rudely interrupted there by the house phone. Anyway. Those are two cool figures that I think could get in just based on their immense popularity with certain fans. Then there's characters like Gambit and Miss Marvel, who I think will get in based on they are very popular characters, very recognizable in their respective groups on Marvel. And I had this horrible light in my eye. They're very popular. People were calling for them to be in the game. Visually, I think Gambit would be very awesome in this type of game. And he's like an easy character to put in. Miss Marvel, you could probably mimic rogues. A lot of rogue stuff from Marvel vs. Capcom 2. So, I would expect someone like them. And then, there's what I consider the, really cool character. Someone like, we're including people like MODOK into this game. Maybe even X-23 could be thrown into this at this point. As everyone knows, I'm a huge Jubilee fan. I'm not stupid enough to say that she would be included into this game. But as I've told a couple of my close friends that play this game, I wouldn't be shocked if I ever saw someone like a Jubilee included when there's a lot of things going on with her right now in Marvel. This whole series with the vampire and stuff like that. So, would I be shocked if Marvel used that as a marketing tool to get, something like that out? She's got a lot of history. She's accumulated a lot of fans over the last 30 years. And they're starting to revive her in this, insane storyline that, whether you like it or not, they're marketing. So, it wouldn't shock me to see not Jubilee herself, but a character of Jubilee's fame. Very cult, big backing, but not big enough possibly to get her in the game as, obviously when they're first 40. Then there's Capcom, which I'll immediately start off the bat. Mega Man will be in this game, and they will take their time, and they will make him awesome. People that were crying about Strider, and I think he'll be in this game eventually, because he was pretty popular in the second one. And then there's characters like, or even like Baby Hood. A lot of people were calling for her to be in this game. I could see her and Strider making it in as downloadable content. And then it's the same thing. A character like Virgil that everyone wants, he'll be thrown in eventually. And then there's someone like Akira from rival schools that a little bit like the cult thing where it's like people, I could see her making it one day. So we'll see. I could be completely wrong. If you agree or disagree, I'd love to hear from you. And that is it. Peace out.